Hello students, we will start with lesson 3 machines. So we will see many machines in our daily life from morning to evening, right? So we are using them. We are making all the comforts of our life by using machines. So we'll talk something about machines in this chapter. So what is the major function of the machines? So these machines are helpful for us to increase the force what we are giving. So we are giving small amount of force and these machines are multiplying this force and giving the big effort. It was multiplying our force. So they are acting as a force multiplier. Machines are acting as force multiplier. Jack screw, they can lift the car, right? We are giving less force, but the jack screw is multiplying the force, the effort what we are giving it, and it was lifting the car. So like this, there are many examples which will multiply the force. Cutting plier, which cuts the metal sheets, we are giving less force, but that was multiplied. So all these are pulleys, all these are the examples of force multipliers. So there are many machines which will multiply the force what we are giving. So we are giving small force and these machines are multiplying the force. So machines are acting as force multiplier. So this is one of the function of the machine. So I'll write it here. They are acting as force multipliers. Force multipliers. Next one. We are giving some amount of small amount of force, and with the earth force they are multiplying the force and also increasing the speed of the force. Increasing the speed, they are gaining the speed. So they are acting as speed multipliers. Speed multipliers, or which gains the speed. So by using the machines we can alter the direction of our effort applied. So we are giving the effort and this effort can be changed to a convenient point on desired direction. We can change it to a convenient point and also a desired direction. So we are changing the direction of our effort applied. So these are also the functions of the machine. They can change to a convenient point. The effort can be applied in a convenient point and at a desired direction. Suppose desired direction, suppose we want to lift a load. Generally, if I want to lift this load, I have to apply the effort in upward direction. But if I am using any rod to lift it, so I am using the effort in downward direction. So I am changing the effort direction. The effort applied direction is changed downwards. So if we change it downwards, even pulley, where the effort is, the direction of effort is changed. So we can use the effort in downward direction where our own body weight also will add up to the effort what we are applying. So here are the main functions or some of the functions of the machine. They will multiply the force, they will increase, they will gain the speed, and the effort can be applied at a convenient point and desired direction. Now let us see the definition of machine. Definitions. Definition. So we know a machine is a device which can overcome the resistance. Resistance means or resistive force or load. So we are talking about the effort what we are applying is used to lift some load. So the machine is lifting the load. So it is overcoming some opposing force. Okay. So it is a device. We know that this machine is a device. What this device is doing? It was overcomes the resistive force, or we can simply call it as load, which can overcome the load, which can lift the load. How this is lifting the load? How this device is lifting the load? By applying small force. We are giving very small force. By applying small force. Where we are applying this small force? we are applying at a convenient point, where this applied force is applied at a convenient point in a desired direction, means if you want it to be changed to be in downward, we will change it according to our desire, according to our wish. We will change the direction of effort applied. Effort means the force what we are applying on the machine. Okay, so this is the definition of machine. Once again I am explaining you. A machine is a device which can overcome the resistive force or load, either load or resistive force, by applying small force at a convenient point in a desired direction. So this is the definition of machine. So this machine is having all these properties. To explain which machine is acting as a force multiplier or speed multiplier, so to know that we have to know about the mechanical advantage. So what is mechanical advantage? Before moving into mechanical advantage, now we will see about what is effort and what is load. So effort is something what we are applying on the machine. We are applying on the machine to lift the load or to move the load. Effort means it is a force applied on the machine. It is the input what we are giving on the machine. Then what is the load? It is a resistive force which the machine has to move, machine has to lift. Okay. Now we'll move on to next one, mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage. So what is this mechanical advantage? It is denoted by capital A. Simple definition, mechanical advantage is the ratio of load by effort. Load moved by effort applied. Load moved and effort applied. It is a ratio of load by effort. So mechanical advantage is the ratio of similar units force. Load is also a force. Effort is also the force what we are applying on the machine. So it is the ratio of similar properties. So mechanical advantage will not have any units. So now, depending on this mechanical advantage value, we can tell whether it is a force multiplier or speed multiplier, or it will change the direction. So let us see now. Suppose your effort is greater than load. Your effort is greater than load. Then your mechanical advantage value will be less than 1. Denominator is more value. So MA will be less. Suppose your effort is equal to load, what we are applying, input is equal to load, the machine is doing, that is output. So if both are equal, same values, equal, then MA is equal to 1. Is it clear? Suppose your effort is less than load, what we are giving is very less than what we are doing, than what we are moving. So if your effort is very less, then denominator value is less, indicates that your mechanical advantage is greater than 1. Can you guess that? Here we are getting 3 cases. Can you understand? Mechanical advantage greater than 1, less than 1 or equal to 1. So let us see one by one. Suppose first case, if effort is less than load, effort applied is less than load what we are moving. If this value, denominator value is less, MA will be greater than 1. MA is greater than 1. Okay. So when MA is greater than 1, the machine will act as a force multiplier. When MA is greater than 1, the machine is acting as a force multiplier. Clear, students? When effort is less than load moved, then MA is greater than 1. Effort is in the denominator. So MA will be having greater value. When denominator is less, MA will be more. So when MA is greater than 1, the machine will act as a force multiplier. The other case, when effort is greater than load, denominator value, effort is greater, what we are giving is more than what we are moving. So when effort is greater than load, then MA value will be less than 1, less than 1, less than 1. So it acts as a speed multiplier. So it gains the speed. It gains the speed. Scissors gains the speed. We'll see that in the next part. So now we are just looking about the cases. Depending on MA, we are deciding whether it is a force multiplier or speed multiplier, or the third category, when effort is equal to load. When both are same, how much we are giving? Same amount is used to move. Input is equal to output. Then MA is equal to 1. When MA is equal to 1, the machine is used to change the direction. Change the direction. Are you understanding? So it is very clear. Mechanical advantage is the ratio of load and effort. Load moved and effort applied. So it is the ratio of the same value. So it is a similar quantity. So it doesn't have any units. So MA is equal to L by E. If your effort is less than the load moved, then MA is greater than 1. The machine will be acting as a force multiplier. If effort is greater than load, then MA is less than 1 from this expression, and it acts as a speed multiplier. If effort is equal to load, what we are giving? Input is equal to output. When effort is equal to load moved, then mechanical advantage is equal to 1, and it acts to, and the machine will change the direction. Okay. So these are the functions of the machine depending on MA value we can declare. Next one is velocity ratio. So what is this velocity ratio? Velocity ratio denoted by VR. So velocity ratio is the ratio of velocity of effort and velocity of load. Velocity of effort VR is equal to velocity of effort by velocity of load. Velocity of effort by velocity of load. So this is the definition for velocity ratio. It is the ratio of velocity of effort by velocity of load. We have one more definition also. We already know that velocity is the ratio of displacement by time. Okay. If it is the velocity of effort, then it will be the displacement of effort by time. If it is the velocity of load, then it is equal to displacement of load by time. Let us substitute these two values in your equation of velocity ratio. Then velocity ratio is equal to displacement of effort by time divided by displacement of load by time. So nothing but reciprocal of this, dE by t into t by dl. So these two will be cancelled. So what you got? dE by dl. So there is another definition now from this formula. Velocity ratio is the ratio between distance of load by distance of displacement of effort by displacement of load. Displacement of effort by displacement of load. So this is the definition of velocity ratio. So what is velocity ratio? It is the ratio of velocity of effort by velocity of load, or it is the ratio of displacement of effort by displacement of load. So depending on this velocity ratio, we can tell whether it is a force multiplier, speed multiplier, or change in direction. If velocity ratio is equal to 1, same like this. If velocity ratio is equal to 1, then it acts as a change in direction. If velocity ratio is less than 1, it acts as a speed multiplier. If velocity ratio is greater than 1, it acts as a force multiplier. So this functions also depends on velocity ratio. So velocity ratio is equal to 1. Then displacement of effort and displacement of load are same. Effort moved and load moved is also same. Okay. And next one, speed multiplier. So for speed multiplier, velocity ratio should be less than 1. If it should be less than 1, your distance moved by the load should be greater than by the distance moved by the effort. Displacement of load is greater than displacement of effort. Then velocity ratio is less than 1. Are you understanding? You are getting 3 more cases regarding to the velocity ratio. Look here now. So according to the velocity ratio, if it is a force multiplier, your velocity ratio is greater than 1. When it will be greater than 1? When it will be greater than 1? When your dl is less than d. Displacement of load is less than displacement of effort, or your displacement of effort is greater than displacement of load. Then when it will be acting as a speed multiplier, when velocity ratio is less than 1, it acts as a speed multiplier. If velocity ratio is less than 1, your displacement of load is greater than displacement of effort. And the next category, velocity ratio is equal to 1. So here when load moved is equal to effort. Displacement of load is equal to displacement of effort. Load and effort is same. Then velocity ratio is equal to 1. When velocity ratio is equal to 1 and ma is equal to 1, it acts as a change in direction. Machine will change the direction. When a velocity ratio is less than 1 and mechanical advantage is less than 1, the machine will be acting as a speed multiplier. When velocity ratio and mechanical advantage are greater than 1, they act as a force multiplier. Clear? So now I am repeating once again, students, what we have completed till now. So these are the functions of the machine. A machine can act as a force multiplier. It can increase the force what we are giving. The small force what we are giving is multiplied. So jack screw is a best example. We are giving small force and the jack screw is lifting the car. Next, speed multiplier, it can increase the speed. Even the mixer grinder, it will increase the speed. The thing what we are doing will take much time. If we are making the chutney, we are preparing the chutney, it takes lot of time. Mixer grinder, it will increase the speed. Okay, scissors, speed multipliers. So the machine can increase the speed, and next one, they can change the direction of effort at a convenient point. So we can change the direction of effort into downward direction, a convenient point where our own body weight will act as a effort. So these are the functions of the machine. Now we'll move on to the definition of the machine. What is the definition? A machine is a device, small device, which can overcome the resistance, either resistive force or load, which can overcome either resistive force or load by applying small force at a convenient point in a desired direction. Convenient point in a desired direction. Okay. So we are moving the load, we are lifting the load by applying some effort. Effort is something which we are giving, the energy which we are giving to the machine, the effort which we are applying on the machine. Okay. Right. So what is mechanical advantage? It is a ratio of load and effort. L by ratio of similar quantities. So there will be no units for mechanical advantage. So mechanical advantage might be greater than 1 depending on the load and effort. You can see all the cases. Greater than 1, force multiplier. Less than 1, speed multiplier. Equal to 1, change in direction. Next, moving on to the velocity ratio. It is the ratio of velocity of effort by velocity of load, or it can also be defined as, in other words, it is the ratio of displacement of effort by displacement of load. So from velocity ratio also we can decide the functions of the machine. If velocity ratio is greater than 1, force multiplier less than 1, speed multiplier and is equal to 1, will change the direction. So this is what about mechanical advantage and velocity ratio.